Hey guys, it's Brittany, and today I'm going to sit down and talk to you guys about how I'm graduating college in 3 years instead of the traditional 4 years. I'm drinking fruit infused water, by the way. This is infused with lemons, oranges, and strawberries. So currently I am majoring in biology at the University of Memphis, and I'm on the pre-med route. So I'm trying to take courses that will get me a Bachelor of Science, which is biology, while also taking enough credits to take the MCAT in order to get into medical school. So I'm going to break this video down into a couple of parts, and sorry if I keep looking down, I have everything written down in my little notebook. I'm going to break down the requirements for the biology degree. Then I'm going to talk about how the credit I got from high school transferred over to the U of M and how many credits I got and so on. And then I'm going to outline what my counselor told me and what schedule he had planned for me for the rest of the year and how I'm going to change it a bit so that I'm able to graduate in 3 years. The reason why I want to do this is because I actually have enough credits to graduate a semester early, but my last semester in college would just be one biology class and the rest of them would be electives, and I don't think that'll be very efficient. I want to go to medical school about a year early just because I was born in November, which puts me a year older than all the students in my grade because I couldn't start school until the following year because I was born too late. Oh my god, my mouth is getting dry. The route to medical school is a really long one. Medical school itself is a long one, then you have residency, and then actually finding your job. It's just a very long process, and if I can save some time, you know, why not? So first we're going to talk about the requirements of a biology degree. So the first thing is your gen ed. Pretty much every single degree is going to have your general education. And for biology, you have to have a total of 120 hours overall. Oh no, the AC came on. You have to have 120 hours in order to get your biology degree, and 30 of those hours are general education hours. You have English Composition 1010, English Composition 1020, or Communications and Literature. With English 1010, I actually got that credit from ACT. If you score at least a 29 in that... Yeah, Kiko. Guys, meet Kiko. He's a Yorkie. Say hi. You have to get, I think, at least a 29 on the ACT in order to get credit for that. So because I got credit on English 1010, I ended up taking English 1020 in the spring, and I'm about to take literature this coming fall. Oh my god, you so beautiful. Another thing that you have to take in general education, oh my god, boy, chill man. Another gen ed requirement is a section called humanities. Humanities are your like your arts. Intro to art, intro to theater, intro to film, intro to... I don't know. I took intro to film in the fall, and then in the spring I ended up taking intro to art. So I have those humanities out of the way. You also need credits in history. So I had to take 2 history classes in college. Last fall, I took world history to the 1500s, and then last spring I took a class called World Civilization 2. Both of the history classes I took were both honors. For the social and behavioral sciences, I ended up getting credit from high school. In my sophomore year of high school, I took a class called AP Psychology, so I tested out that class and got credit. And in my freshman year of high school, I took a class called AP Human Geography, and that also gave me some hours for the social and behavioral sciences section. As of right now, I am working on 27 out of the 30 general education hours. The only thing that I haven't signed up for is oral communications, which I will take in the spring this year. Next, we're going to move on to the bio major support courses. So these include things like science ethics, which I am taking this fall. I'm taking a class called biomedical ethics because I heard that class was interesting and I feel like it has something to do with the medical field. So I decided to take that instead of just like regular ethics. Within the bio major support classes, you have a section called skill courses, and you could take classes that deal with computers or language. I ended up getting 6 Spanish credit hours from high school. I tested out of Spanish because I was in a program called International Baccalaureate. And then the final class is an upper division social science class. And since I really like psychology, I'm planning to take an upper level psychology class. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Kiko just left me. Well, he's back! Hello, Kiko! If you look in the description box below, I'm going to post the timestamps, or like the times where I start talking about certain things. So within the biology degree, you also need to take math and additional science classes. I'm okay at math, I'm not the best, so I'm glad we only have to take one class. The class that I'm taking is called Elementary Calculus, so basically an overview of the beginning of Calculus 1, and it's sufficient enough as a prerequisite to physics. The class was easy and I already got that out of the way fall of my freshman year. The other classes that you have to take include General Chemistry 1 with the Gen Chem lab and also General Chemistry 2. I took Gen 1 in the fall and Gen 2 in the spring. And then we have to take Physics 1, which I'm taking in the fall, and I'm going to take that lab too. And then in the spring I'll be taking Physics 2 with the Physics lab. And the last classes for that section is the one that kind of scares me the most, organic chemistry. I've heard that it's really hard, but my professor has really high ratings. I'll rate my professor, so I'm not that worried. I have to take organic chemistry 1 with the lab and then organic chemistry 2 with the lab in the spring. The most important part of the degree is the bio major courses itself. So we have to take General Biology 1, which I took in the spring with the lab, and then I'm taking General Biology 2 this fall with the lab as well. You take a cell biology class, an evolution class, a genetics class with the lab, and then you have a section called organismal diversity, and you get to choose between botany, vertebrates, insects, birds, whatever, mammalogy, I think. And you take an additional elective class. I'm going to take a class called biochemistry. I forgot to mention earlier, but I'm going for a biology major with a chemistry minor because it's only one extra class, which is called biochemistry. The biology and chemistry department made like a deal. So like if you take biochemistry, you'll get the chemistry minor too. You don't have to take the lab, just the lecture. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know if it's gonna look better on my resume or not, but I'm just gonna try and see, you know. It's only one class, and then there's a lot of additional upper division electives that you can choose from, depending on your preference. You want to get, oh my god, the AC finally turned off. And that's how you get 120 hours for the biology degree. As of right now, I already have, I think, 70 hours. I'm probably going to take around 63 more hours, so I'll actually have over the hours that I need. I'll have about 133. This semester, my counselor wanted me to take 14 hours. I've been taking 17 hours my freshman year, both in fall and in spring, but my counselor wanted me to take 14 hours. The only other class that I could add to the fall would be a science class, and science classes have a lab attached to them. So he told me, just take 14 hours if you don't want your GPA to drop. But I already know how rigorous medical school is going to be, so I want to go ahead and, you know, kind of challenge myself. And by taking an extra class this semester, this is how I'm going to graduate early. So my counselor wanted me to take 14 hours this fall, 13 hours in the spring, because you have to have 12 hours to be a full-time student. In the fall of the following year, I will take 14 credits. Spring, I will take 15 credits. And then in the fall of 2022, I would have to take 13 credits. And that is about 60 credits total. But the thing is, my senior year, I would be taking one biology class and the rest of them are electives, and I feel like that's a waste of time if it's only one class. So I kind of want to like smush it all together so that I could have I could just get rid of that last semester. Instead of graduating fall of 22, I'll be graduating spring of 22. And I did that by adding my physics class to this semester. So as of right now, I'm going to take 18 hours. I'm going to take 18 hours. That's 3 science classes with 3 labs along with 2 extra classes. But I think I can do it. And I'll be taking 17... I'll be taking 17 hours in the spring, 14 hours in the following year, and then that final semester I'm gonna take 14 hours as well. And that adds up to be 63 credits. As of right now, I am a sophomore in standing. As of right now, I am a sophomore because I have enough credits to be a sophomore. I actually had enough credits when I was a freshman. But the thing is, I don't have enough credits to be classified as a junior, even though after this year, my next year will be my last year. Technically, my junior year and my senior year are going to be blended together, and I'll be able to graduate college in 3 years. Honestly, this is something that I've wanted to do since high school. I was planning to take summer classes in order to graduate early in high school, but it didn't work out because I was in a program that was very restricting. So I ended up giving up that idea completely. And when I got to college, I also wanted to graduate early, but my general counselor, not my biology counselor, she told me that it's not possible and that I would kill myself if I take more than 17 hours my first semester. So I said, okay, and I completely gave up on that. But once I talked to my biology counselor, he said that I actually have enough credits to graduate early regardless. So even if I didn't want to graduate a whole year early, I would be graduating a semester early anyways. And since I only have one class, I'm like, why not just shove it in with the rest of my years and I'll be graduating a year early. For me, it's like a backup plan. Just in case I can't get into med school the first year, I have a whole year to try and test again and see if I can get into the medical school that I want. So in the end, high school credit is very important, but it's also possible to rearrange your classes. If you are wanting to graduate early, you have to know that it takes hard work because you have to kind of squish your schedule together. Summer courses are optional, but personally, I don't want to have to pay anything extra for summer classes. I feel like summer is a time to relax and not have to deal with all that work, so I decided against it. Also, I don't have to take any summer courses anyways because I already have enough credits to graduate in 3 years. I want to share the path that I'm going to try and go on, and hopefully this will be successful for me. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna try my best. So thanks for sitting down and listening to me talk about my college path and what I'm trying to do. If you liked the video or found it helpful in general, please give it a like and help your girl out. And also please subscribe so you can see more of me. Bye!